The presence of Islam in Los Angeles is part of a historical and sociological context particular to large multicultural American cities. Located in California, Los Angeles is home to one of the most diverse and dynamic Muslim communities in the United States. This diversity goes beyond ethnicity and culture, encompassing religious differences too, with representations of various schools of Islamic thought, Sunni, Shia, Sufi, but also specific groups such as the Nation of Islam or progressive Muslim intellectuals. Accurately estimating the number of Muslims living in Los Angeles is complicated by the fact that the U.S. Census does not collect information on religion. However, some estimates indicate that several 100,000 Muslims live in the Los Angeles metropolitan area. This community is mainly found in neighborhoods such as South Los Angeles, Anaheim, Culver City, Koreatown and the San Fernando Valley. African American Muslims, very present in neighborhoods like South LA and Inglewood. Many come from the Nation of Islam or classical Sunni traditions. They have played a key role in the affirmation of Islam in the United States as a truly American religion. Prominent figures such as Malcolm X and Imam Warith Deen Muhammad have had a major influence on this evolution. Latino converts, their numbers are constantly growing. These new adepts, often young, perceive Islam as an ordered, communitarian spiritual path. Organizations such as La Asociación Latino Musulmana de América support their integration both spiritually and socially. South Asian Muslims, mainly Pakistani, Bangladeshi and Indian. They play an important role in the fields of technology, health and higher education. Their contribution to the structuring of Islamic life in Los Angeles is notable, notably through the founding of mosques, Islamic schools and educational organizations. In addition to ethnic diversity, Los Angeles's Muslim community is also marked by a variety of religious practices. Sunnis, as the majority group, include various reformist, Salafis, Deobandis, or moderate, Malikites, Hanafites, currents. Shiites, particularly Iranians and Lebanese, have important centers such as the Imam Ali Islamic Center. Sufis, often grouped in tariqas, brotherhoods, such as the Qadiriya or Naqshbandiya, organize circles for dhikr, divine evocation, and accessible spirituality. The Nation of Islam maintains a militant African American base in Los Angeles, with a message that combines religious and political dimensions. The dynamism of Islam in Los Angeles relies on a rich and well-organized network of religious, cultural and educational entities. These places are essential for Muslims. They are not only places of prayer, but also act as centers of education, exchange, social mutual aid and community solidarity. Their variety reflects that of the followers themselves. Emblematic mosques. Islamic Center of Southern California, ICSC, Koreatown. Established in 1952, it is one of the oldest and most influential mosques on the West Coast. Located in downtown Los Angeles, ICSC is characterized by its progressive orientation and interfaith commitment. It attracts worshippers from diverse backgrounds and is renowned for its dual-language preaching, English and Arabic, and support for civil rights. It is a place of exchange between Muslims and Christians, as well as Muslims and Jews. King Fahad Mosque, Culver City. Built thanks to a donation from Saudi Arabia, this mosque stands out for its Arabo-Andalusian architectural style and its large minaret visible from afar. It attracts a Muslim population of Middle Eastern and North African origin. It offers a strict Sunni religious education, often in Arabic. Masjid Bilal ibn Rabah Mosque, South Los Angeles. Established by the African American Muslim community, this historic mosque has been instrumental in the development of African American Islam. It is involved in social development initiatives, youth education and the rehabilitation of former prisoners. Masjid Umar ibn al-Khattab Mosque, Inglewood. Located in a neighborhood densely populated by Muslim families, this mosque offers community services, children's classes and assistance to refugees and asylum seekers. In addition to mosques, Los Angeles is home to several Islamic schools offering standard academic training enriched by lessons in religion, Arabic and memorization of the Quran. Among the most renowned: New Horizon School in Pasadena, Muslim Academy of Greater LA, Iqra Academy, Some are linked to mosques, while others operate autonomously, but all maintain a strong community link. Despite a well-established institutional infrastructure and rich cultural diversity, Muslims in Los Angeles face a variety of significant challenges, while developing innovative and robust forms of civic engagement. Faced with struggles against prejudice, identity claims, and political involvement, Muslims in Los Angeles are striving to carve out a fully recognized place for themselves in the American social landscape. As in many places in the U.S., Muslims in Los Angeles face various manifestations of Islamophobia. Discrimination in the workplace, especially against women wearing headscarves. Ethnic profiling at airports or during police screening. Hate speech in the media or on social platforms. Major events such as the attacks of September 11, 2001, or terrorist acts claimed by extremists on an international scale, have profoundly influenced the image of Islam, leading to widespread stigmatization. Young Muslims, who are often born on American soil, live between two cultural worlds, that of their parents, steeped in the religious and cultural customs of their homeland, and the world of mainstream American culture. This creates tensions on issues such as wearing the hijab to school, coeducation, freedom of worship, social relations and career choices. Some may feel marginalized or insecure, while others find their faith a source of personal strength. Despite these challenges, Muslims in Los Angeles are increasingly asserting themselves as engaged citizens in their own right. Many Muslims are actively involved in local politics. City officials and school board members of Muslim descent hold office in some areas. Initiatives such as Muslims Vote encourage voter registration. Organizations such as CARE-LA, Council on American Islamic Relations, defend the rights of Muslims and provide legal assistance in the face of discrimination. Muslim organizations organize food and clothing drives for the homeless, school support programs for young people in difficult circumstances, free health clinics for the uninsured. These initiatives strengthen ties between Muslims and other groups in California society. The new Muslim generations, born or raised in Los Angeles, do not practice their faith in the shadows or in isolation. On the contrary, they are demanding an accessible Islam, taught in English, focused on spirituality, acceptance and critical thinking. A commitment to global causes, climate justice, women's rights, anti-racism. An active digital presence, Muslim influencers on TikTok, YouTube, educational podcasts, blogs, online series. Young creators such as rappers, slam poets, photographers and filmmakers present a varied and inventive Muslim identity, far removed from clichés. Islam is no longer confined to mosques. It can now be seen in modest fashion, with designers of fashionable hijabs and ethical, inclusive clothing. Local brands and shows are springing up in Los Angeles, such as Haute Hijab and Vela. Visual arts, photographic exhibitions, a reinterpretation of Islamic calligraphy, and spiritual graffiti on the streets of LA. In Los Angeles, a new generation of locally trained imams and religious scholars is emerging. They promote a discourse that adapts to contexts, addressing young people, women, and converts. They communicate not only in mosques, but also on social networking platforms. They do not shy away from topical issues, gender identity, sexuality, politics, but offer a theological analysis that is both open and critical. Their teachings emphasize the ethical values of Islam rather than strictly ritual rules, integrity, environmental protection, economic equity. For Muslims in Los Angeles, being a believer no longer means choosing between faith and American identity. Many of them proudly assert their dual identity. Involvement in elections. Participation in unions or school boards. Support for movements such as Black Lives Matter or Free Palestine. They defend a citizen Islam, rooted in local realities, capable of forging partnerships with other minority groups, Latinos, Jews, LGBTQ+, Aboriginals. The practice of Islam in Los Angeles offers us a concrete vision of a possible future for Muslim communities within Western societies. This is not a marginal or isolated Islam, but a living, contextual and assertive Islam, capable of reinventing itself while remaining faithful to its fundamental values. Through the richness of its cultural diversity, the dynamism of its institutions, the innovation of its youth and the civic engagement of its members, Los Angeles Islam is positioning itself as a living laboratory of spiritual evolution. It proves that it is possible to combine faith and modernity, tradition and novelty, religious devotion and civic engagement.